start with Vino, then we're gonna go to you, Dave. They asked both of y'all name who you think is elite. Now, I'm assuming that neither one of you have more than 5 elite quarterbacks. I'm assuming. So if you do, we're gonna limit it at 5. We're gonna limit it at 5. You go ahead, go for it.
Off the top of my head, Aaron, Russ, and Pat are the elite quarterbacks, and Tom are the elite quarterbacks in the league now.
All right, go with it, Dave.
Man, when I look at it, man, I will say for sure Tom Brady. He's on a level by himself. To be honest with you, I think Russ is elite. I think me personally, I think Dak is elite. I think Mahomes is elite, and oh man, that's it.
Now, I want to piggy off that. So, out of Vino named 4, and you named
think about 5. 4 or 5.
I think you named about 4 or 5. But
and Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers is elite.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But out of those 8 guys, and of course, because everybody knows the elites should be on damn near everybody's list. But out of those 8 players that you named, some of them were named twice. You named more than half of your spots were taken by black guys. More than half of your spots were taken by black guys, by black quarterbacks, right? And I think that if you asked any expert in football or any NFL analyst, scout or whatever, I think they'll name these same guys. With that being said, I want to know, how do we still believe in this idea that racism or black quarterbacks are still being over criticized, knowing what we know now, seeing the quarterbacks that you name, knowing that if you ask most analysts, most scouts, they'll name these same guys and most of them are black. How do we say that the black quarterback, the black athlete, is being over criticized by media in general? Because me personally, again, you can tell me when I'm wrong. Me personally, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. It was a lot of analysts out there before Dak really, really hurt himself. They were ready to give him MVP. Kyler Murray this season, they were getting ready to give him MVP. We know Pat Mahomes is Pat Mahomes. Russell Wilson a few years ago. Shit, might have been 2 or 3 years ago. Honestly, they were ready to give him MVP. These are all black guys. These are all black guys. So my point is saying this: you don't think that in today's landscape of and I'm just going to keep it NFL right now. Hell no, fuck it, I'm gonna make it broad. You don't think that in today's landscape of the African American athlete, that saying that they're being over criticized isn't a form of being sensitive today? Because I just don't see it. I just don't see it. And most black athletes that do get over criticized, let's be honest, it be on some off the field or off the court shit, and they be doing some dumb shit.
But at the same time, that's the problem.
They be doing some dumb shit.
That's the problem.
What's the problem?
Okay, all right, real quick. Let me revamp my list on elite. Can I? I do want to add real quick. I do want to add Kyler Murray. I do want to add Kyler Murray, and I do want to add Lamar Jackson. See, when I think of
funny you said that, because somebody just said
Vino, you just got into golf, right? You just got into golf. Let me just use this analogy real quick. There's many different ways of getting the ball in the hole. You can have an elite swing. You can have not an elite swing. Get the ball in the hole in the least amount of time. The objective, you see, the game is changing right now. And if you continue to think of an elite quarterback as just somebody who is a pocket passer, you're missing the game. You're missing what elite is. Elite is to be able to keep your team together and win, and possibly win a Super Bowl. Because I don't know what kind of passer Russ was when he won the Super Bowl. I don't remember him being an amazing passer. I remember him being really good, very athletic, have a savage defense, and a really nice offense. And that's how he won that Super Bowl. I don't remember him slinging that thing with his arm all day, like being like more of a Tom Brady. He won that thing differently. So when you're talking about elite, we could say an elite athlete, but maybe the paradigm is shifting from what the traditional quarterback is like, because the legs,
it definitely is.
The legs and being able to win game and being able to extend that play is an asset in the league right now, especially with how the rules have changed and the defense cannot like lay out these athletes anymore. It's an asset.
And the rise of the edge rusher too. The rise of the edge rusher.
It's an asset.
I fully agree with you. My point with that is, while things are changing in football, some things stay the same.
Like what?
The only way to win is you cannot go into a game one-dimensional. You can't. Like you cannot. You have to have balance to win a football game.
And what's one dimension? Sorry, go ahead.
You have to have balance in a football game. You have to be. You cannot be one-dimensional. If a team is able to make you one-dimensional, chances are they will win. For instance, Aaron Rodgers lost last year when Aaron Jones went down, and they didn't have a running game anymore. They lost the game. Lamar Jackson loses when they stop the running game. When they stop the running game and force him to pass, he's lost. That's the game plan of every NFL coach. That's the game plan.
So Rodgers only lose when somebody goes down, and when so they've never changed a quarterback and make them one-dimensional in any way, shape, or form. Take away
winning teams. Winning team had balance.
Take away a player or two and then dissect him. Make him one-dimensional. You can't make that to a passer. You can't do that to a pocket passer.
But a good pocket passer.
If you take away the run game from a pocket passer. Hold on.
Check it out.
If you take away the run game, if you can shut the run game down, you can make a quarterback one-dimensional and force him to throw. And if you force him to throw all day, you can beat that quarterback, because now the quarterback is not one-dimensional, but the team is. So now,
unless you're that level of quarterback.
Hold on, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, unless you're a different level of quarterback.
Unless you like that at quarterback.
This is what you said. You said that you make a team one-dimensional, you have a chance to beat them. Now tell me, why is not a quarterback that have a dual threat an asset? Because over the last couple of years, the Super Bowl winners have been Patrick Mahomes, who can run really good, and then Russ, who can run and pass. Fuck, who the hell won in between? Tom Brady, just like
Tom Brady.
Most of them after that, right? So outside of Tom Brady, the only other two quarterbacks are running quarterbacks that can run.
They're not running quarterbacks. That's the difference.
I said
they're not running quarterbacks.
Run and pass. Run and pass.
No. They're not running quarterbacks.
And you're gonna tell me one day?
No. They're not running quarterbacks. Pat Mahomes is not a running quarterback, and neither is Russ. They're not running quarterbacks.
No. I misspoke. I said dual threat. Let me clarify. Dual threat.
They're not dual threat.
Oh, okay.
The ability to extend the play because of their feet does not make them. They're extending the play to pass the ball. And how many run attempts do you think they have a game?
They have different receiver sets. People who can do different things. Tyreek Hill can see Patrick Mahomes. Tyreek Hill can be on the left side of the field, see Patrick Mahomes running to the right side of the field. He's so damn fast, he can get over there and give him an opportunity to throw the damn ball to him. People can get open. When people can get open, they can do more. They can extend the play.
Hollywood Brown has that exact same skill set. Hollywood Brown has that exact same. What you said. If it's that simple, Hollywood Brown has that exact same skill set.
It's never that simple in the NFL, because you have defense.
Why is okay?
But you
okay. So hear me out. To your layout of how this works, since Pat Mahomes is able to roll right, and Tyreek Hill is able to see him rolling right.
Whoever can improvise. The better receivers can improvise and work with the quarterback. And you don't tell me that's not true.
Fine. So why does two receivers who have the exact same skill set with the quarterback they're the same? Why aren't they doing the same things?
So you're saying that Lamar
Hollywood Brown is a step slower than Tyreek Hill.
A step? Okay.
At best.
Hollywood Brown fast as hell.
At best. At best. At best, he's a step.
Okay.
These are 4-3 guys. We're not gonna argue over the 100th of a second in a 100th.
Right. So
they both 4-3 guys.
Is it just speed when you're talking about improvise? Is it just speed?
Tyreek, when you bring up Tyreek Hill, it is.
No. Improvise is more than just speed, Vino.
Okay, I assumed why you said Tyreek Hill because he take off down the field.
That's one example. There's other people. There's other ways of improvising. I just use that. No?
Sure.
As a receiver, there's no. Your quarterback is somebody you don't improvise on your routes and move around and get open.
100%. Personally, I believe that the makeups of the team is exactly the same. They have a fast guy to go deep, and they have a big ass tight end who maneuvers in the middle of the field. So it could work the same. It just don't because of passing ability of the quarterback. I think that's the difference there.
You think
Yeah. I think they have a top three. I think they have a top 3 tight end and a real fast guy to stretch the defense. And they could do things different, but they don't do that because they don't want that kid passing 40 times a game.
I wouldn't either when you have the ability to run.
Fair. Okay. Cool.
And
then the Tennessee Titans make you pass, and then you keep running, and you lose.
So fine. 31 other teams going to lose.
Oh, I ain't talking about the Super Bowl. I'm just talking about winning your games to get to the Super Bowl.
So
because I don't have the same argument. If you lose it, huh?
You're still going to have 30 teams that's going to lose one way or the other.
So okay. Again, so when we talk about it, are we talking about
Lamar the worst?
Again, we talk about the 30 teams, or we talking about elite?
Why is Lamar the worst of all the losing teams? That's what y'all saying.
Who said he the worst?
Come on.
Nobody ever said he's the worst. And that's where you live. That's the space you live in. Like nobody ever said that.
Y'all got that man on a leash, and maybe you, Vino. I'm not gonna say you did. I've never seen you use the word garbage and trash referring to him. I will look it up and see. But there are a lot of people that use that word. My issue is not about the talk of you see, this is morphing into elite versus not elite. Fine, get up off that man. You see what I'm saying? What I'm saying is all the other negative words, garbage, trash, and various different things that are used to describe that man and his game.
I'm not sure I've ever seen anybody, at least in the pit, Dave.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I haven't, but then again, it's not like I've seen everything.
I've seen it weak being used to describe people like Draymond and various different things like that. That's my beef. My beef is not about my main beef. But again, when you're waking up every day, that's when you go into the discriminatory stuff, especially when the man is performing. He's winning games. Period.
Okay.
He wasn't winning games, but when he wasn't winning games and he was playing weak, it was okay then. Like I'm saying, like I saw people betting on you to get 4 points in the game and you get 2, like that's weak because you don't have Steph. And, you know what I'm saying? Like that's naturally the people gonna call you weak now.
My problem is this: he can't have a bad day. He can't have a bad game. He can't have a bad stretch.
We don't say no.
That's a short leash. That's a short leash. This is something I'm saying. This is a short leash you guys have black quarterbacks on because he's winning more than half the quarterbacks in the league right now.
So,
elite. Well, hey, listen, man. Tom Brady don't care about where he land in the playoffs. He know he going to the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers, like they ain't worrying about the regular season. That's Peyton Manning type stuff. Like Tom Brady, like the end. He like January football. He don't care about September. And like January football.
So Tom Brady pretty much have won all the Super Bowls. The defense never played a role. He never had an elite team.
Of course they did. Of course they did.
Okay. All right. See, elite in football don't come with just one person. You should know that. It don't just
but your gameplay do.
What?
Your gameplay does though. Like I saw Tom Brady losing the Super Bowl and put up 500 yards.
law.